others were taking their real estate managers for big companies on sex trips to Mexico. Okay? Take the real estate directors on sex trips to Mexico, and that's how they got deals done. And I'm not a sex trip to Mexico kind of guy. Okay? And so, and that's not all people in the big cities, but it's just sharper elbows. And so in these smaller communities, it met my personality, my morality, my way of doing business a lot better. And I kind of fell in love with that kind of geography. And that was the very beginning of the hometown strategy, right there with Tractor. Okay, so great financial crash, GFC, 2008, called the GFC. We couldn't get a loan anymore. We couldn't build new anymore. The world changed. And so we had to buy second generation. And we started in Vicksburg, Mississippi. I think some of y'all know Vicksburg. Vicksburg was a historical town, and TJ Maxx was wanting to come in to that city, and they were looking at the Kroger, empty Kroger, and they were looking at the mall. And we decided to buy both, so we could get them. They'd go into one. They went into the Kroger. And we started a relationship with CBL going into the mall business, and we came up out of desperation with a strategy because I'd never asked people for money before. And Modi and I have talked about it, Lance and I have talked, I didn't know how to do it. Terrifying. I had to go to school to learn to ask people for money. I'm an operator. We lease, we do probably, that's what we do. Asking people for money, oh my gosh. So I hired a consultant. How do you ask people for money? How do you do it? How do you do the documents? What's the strategy? And I ended up coming up with a strategy of getting 17 investors local partners in Vicksburg. So I would talk to everybody. Glenn, you're right over here, Glenn. And so that was a strategy. Local investors, and then River Hills Bank, local bank. And we created a local strategy. And we've replicated that. That was the origin of it. And that's what we have been doing. And we started going after second generation space and syndicating deals, bringing collections of investors into